Festac Town, a town that came to be with so many celebrations in the year 1977. It derived its name from the Festival of Arts and Culture. Some of us, we grew up in this environment. We were so fortunate to witness the glory that came along with Festac Town. Today, can we still say it retains the glory? Like so many infrastructure by the government, what is the story about Festac Town? Right here today, I'm standing in 401 Road, D Close precisely, where in the year 2015, on the 27th of October precisely, there was a fire incident. The fire incident gutted the roof of the entire building. I'm here today to hear from the principal actors, from those that were affected by the fire incident, directly or indirectly.
I'm one of the victims. The fire started from my house, although it was a mistake caused by me. I was not around. My children was inside the house. When the fire started, my children called my neighbor, but she didn't attend to them. She said it was a lie. By that time, I was doing my business on the clothes. So as I was about to off the umbrella, it was then my neighbor came to call, shouted my name that Yabalaji, your house is burning. Your house is burning.
Reports have it that when the fire incident happened, the residents of the entire 4 flats were rendered homeless.
This fire incident happened on the 27th of October 2015. I was in the office when I was called by a neighbor that a block was on fire. So I immediately called the neighbor and he confirmed it. So I rushed down and the 4 flats of block 2, they close was in flames. And then thankfully we called the fire service and they eventually came and put off the fire. But then the deed has been done. All the 4 flats were completely erased by the fire.
I stay in the same block, but my flat is flat 10, underneath of where the fire incident got burnt.
And then eventually, in around June 2017, a young man came around, Sir Adedayo. He came along and he roofed the off floor for us, and that's all I was able to put everything in shape. That was, I think, June 2017, more than a year. I think a year and some months after the fire incident. He came around through one of the occupants of the close. He came and came to bail us out. He came to repair all the 4 flats and eventually roof it as well.
So we thank God that it doesn't exceed the 4 flats upstairs.
A very magnanimous person came in the person of Sir Adedayo Adesoye. He came in and he gave the entire residents of the 4 flats, he gave them a home to call their own.
Everything got bumped bluntly. I have to apologize to my neighbor. Then we left Festac around 2015. It was when I came back 2017 that I was told that Sir Adedayo Adesoye was the person that did the roofing for us.
There's a day that the Lord has made. That day was at Golden Tulip when I met Mr. Adedayo Adesoye. We were watching film. He now asked me that what's wrong with me. I said, this rain is about to fall, that my wife will be bailing water at my own flat. Because the incident of the rain, the decking got cracked. So oppositely, the rain must come into my own flat. My TV got spoiled, my chair and every other thing. He said, so is that why you are being worried? I said, yes. He said, okay, by tomorrow morning, meet with your chairman. Let's know what you can do for me now to come into this matter. When I get home, I call my chairman. I said, what can we do for this man to help us? He said, okay, we should do the arc. The man said, how much is the block? Let's do it. We did it that same day and we ended it in the evening. And I sent the picture back to him. He said, all of a sudden, you've done it. I said, yes. He said, tomorrow morning, come and meet me at home and let's go and get the wood and the roof. He said, I said, what time? He said, 8 o'clock. I went there around 7:30 because it's me that is looking for something. I went there around 7:30. He said, okay, wait, let me take my bath. Then we'll go together. When we got to Agboju, we bought the wood, we did everything. I brought the wood back to the clothes. They said, oh, this one, are you sure that this one is real or what? I said, don't worry. But God by our side, we roofed the place. I sent the pictures to him. I did everything and they roofed the place. He came, he looked at it. Him and his wife, Yabeji, Mrs. Chidima Adesioye. She now came, said, Mrs. Chidima said, the front is not looking fine now. Let's put ceiling for them now. Let's cover it up so that they could see that, yes, the beauty has come out of this so-called flat. They did everything.
Wow! Of course, you've heard it all from the horse's mouth, like we will say. Those were the people that actually were affected by the fire incident. They have said it all. At a time that the government couldn't intervene, this man, Sir Adedayo Adesoye, came in, gave them intervention. According to them, a man with a large heart. He was so magnanimous enough to restore their roof and to return them back to their homes.
It did it. Everyone said wanted to come and see him, the executive of the close, not to appreciate him, but he declined. He said no, that he just did it for God's sake, so that he doesn't need any appreciation from us. So I spoke to him on phone and appreciated him for what he has done. And of course, I prayed for him anyway. So he didn't get any appreciation for us. He even declined the visit that we wanted to come and see him.
I want to thank him, but it's not easy for someone to come out, one person to come out and do all the whole thing and give and support the 4 flats. He's a man of the people that has people in their mind, and he has vision for the people in Festac town.
He didn't do it for political reason. I have not met him because by that time when I came to appreciate him, to thank him, I was told that he said he doesn't want anybody to know he was the one that did the roofing for us. I really want to thank Sir Adedayo Adesoye for being able to help me out because he really did a good job for me because we have been planning of a way to get money to rebuild the house the flat back.
They want to see him, but he said no. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. But I said no. Let someone like a chairman talk to you and even appreciate what you've done. What the state government can do, what the local government can do, what the assembly can do for us, and he did it for us wholeheartedly. I thank you. God will give you many more life and you will be able to take us to the promised land.
It is very good to know that we can still have individuals that will go out of their way to render help to people without asking for anything in return. Kudos to Sir Adedayo Adesoye and so many like him in our society.
Presently, I'm here seated with Sir Adedayo Adesoye. He is the current candidate for Amuwo Odofin local government, representing the People's Democratic Party, PDP. How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Good to have you.
Inka Kenny, I'm honored being here with you.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right. Some time ago, we heard of a fire incident that happened at 401 Road, D close precisely, and there were a lot of back and forth about who came to the succor of the people, who came to rescue those that used to have a home, that the fire rendered them homeless, who came to their rescue. And a whole lot of things had been going on all over the internet. That was why I decided to go down there to hear from the mouth of the people that were really concerned, the people that were really affected with the matter. Yes, I spoke with them, and a whole lot I heard of what's your name, your name, your name. I couldn't stop hearing Sir Adedayo Adesoye, Adedayo Adesoye. So after I heard from them, I decided that it was just right that I come to you to hear from you. So today, I just want you to ask, I want you to tell people, I want you to tell the world how you got to know that there was actually a fire incident that happened there that rendered people homeless.
This event happened exactly October 2015 as a result of negligence when two toddlers, mistakenly left the candle by the bed, and the candle fell. When it melted, fell on the bed, affected the curtain, and before people knew it, from one flat, the entire 4 flats on that floor were ravaged by fire. And when the incident happened, majority of us heard about it. We saw pleas to the FHA, to the local government chairman, the then local government chairman in 2015, to the Lagos State government. They wrote to even friends and well-wishers in Festac. People thought people came to their aid. On exactly 2 years later, October 2017, I was on a mission to get some things done in that close because I had some stake in that close. People, occupants on the 2nd floor, and whenever I trained, water would be seeping into their flats. And I told him, go and get me my engineers and do the needful. He got me a quote, and to the glory of God, at exactly 1 month in November 2017, we handed over those flats to the original occupants.
That's very, very thoughtful of you and very, very kind of you. You say a lot of people, this happened, we know it happened as far back as 2017. That is, we're talking about roughly 4 or 5 years ago. A lot of people said this was politically motivated. This was because you had an intention to go into politics in the nearest future. How true is that?
You call that politically motivated? Then we would have asked the office holders, the political office holders, as of 2015, when the incident happened, why they abandoned people. My Bible tells me we are our brother's keeper, like the Good Samaritan. I did that not because of politics. I did that because that has always been who I am. What moved me most in all was their stories. My prayer is that none of us will, after being called landlords, will be squatters. When they told me their ordeals, what they went through, I was touched. There's an elderly man who stays on flat 13. He's the type that, almost all the holidays, all his in-laws, his grandchildren will come around to have some nice time. Like, people come all over to have great time in Festac. We see Festac as Little London. I was brought up by a widow. I know what it is for a single mother to take care of 3 kids. I know what it is to live from hand to mouth. My joy is that I brought smiles into the life of these occupants. And that desire is to bring people out of poverty, to bring people out of squalor, to bring people out of miry clay, to bring smile into their lives. It is not the millions you spend on people's life, but the smile you can bring to them.
Wow, that's very beautiful, very, interesting, very something. I wish, everybody, everyone in the position of authority, or that has that God has enabled could, be, be kind acted just the way you are. I want to ask you, because I heard that you've been into philanthropy for almost 20 years of your life. What was the drive? What was the push? Why philanthropy? Why wouldn't you just go on? God has blessed you, live your life, and just be well and good. Why philanthropy?
If our late grandpa is still to rest in perfect peace, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Lateef Jakonde, it took Lateef Jakonde, at least the one we experienced, it took him just 4 years, 3 months. Lateef Jakonde said he was comfortable. Majority of us now would have turned to area boys. The policies they made, the decisions they took has changed a generation, which I'm a beneficiary of that generation. If I fail to do what God has called me to do, on that day of judgment, God will ask me, but I gave you 5 talents. What did you do with your talents?
Thank you very much. Before I finally let you go, I would like you to give your final words to to everyone out there. What will be your final words?
My final words to all my friends and well-wishers, not just my friends, even those in the opposition party, that this is the only opportunity we have to do that turnaround, because even a blind man and even the deaf knows when the market square is closed. This is an opportunity for us to allow Amuodofe to breathe the air. Together we can make this difference. It is not a matter of APC, PDP, ADP, just Labour, just name them. It is a matter of change, genuine change. We need to change the changer. Amuodofe is blessed. Princes can't be wearing rags. Our youths are just roaming the streets. Our ladies they've turned our young girls to something. When most of us look at them, we shed tears. This was not the future our parents hoped for. I want you all to come out on the 24th of July, 2001, on Saturday. Come rain, come sun, come shine. Let us come out with our PVCs and make that choice. That choice for a greater Amuro. D1 for greater Amuro. For the chairmanship position and all the councillorship. This is a time for us to make that genuine change. And just give us this chance, a chance of a lifetime. A chance of a lifetime. If democracy, this third tier of democracy we've been practicing since 1999, if Amuodofe since 1999, if this is what we can boast of, then we know there is problem. Vote Adesoye Adedayo Ademilola for your chairman. Vote Prince Chijoke Oko as his vice. Vote all our councillors. Vote PDP. God bless Amuodofe. God bless Lagos State. God bless Nigeria. Thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, we heard it all from Sir Adedayo Adesoye. Thank you.